The Sandman is the most expensive show that Warner Bros. Has ever produced, and it is being distributed by Netflix. So, was it worth the money to Warner Bros., or is it just money being flushed down the toilet? You will soon find out in my review for The Sandman. Before we begin, let me remind you to please hit the subscribe button. A lot of other early reviews, including House of the Dragon and She-Hulk, are coming up. In 1916, Morpheus, the king of dreams and one of the seven endless, is captured in an occult ritual. After being held captive for 106 years, Morpheus escapes and sets out to restore order to his kingdom of the dreaming. So, it is all mythological, and that might be the reason why everyone might not like it. A lot of mythology has been dumped here, and there is a lot of exposition thrown into the mix. This whole story is dark and serious. If you're expecting it to be like Lucifer, which would be weird because the trailer screams out loud that this is gonna be nothing like Lucifer, then you might not like it. But I think the story delivers in the source material. Of course, it does not show everything in detail, but whatever part it covers, it does that nicely enough. And this is coming from someone who knows about Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, but I don't consider myself a hardcore fan of it. Tom Sturridge stars as the lead character, Morpheus, who is the king of dreams. His character is interesting, if I had to describe it in one word. Does Tom Sturridge bring justice to Morpheus, though? I would say that he does. He really impersonates it with the closest he can get. Gwendoline Christie as Lucifer Morningstar is the ruler of hell. This series' incarnation of Lucifer is much closer to the character's original depiction in the comics than his depiction in the 2016 Lucifer television series, and take this as a praise. I mean, I'm praising it. It's a good thing that it's comics accurate. Also, I wanted more from Charles Dance, who plays the role of Sir Roderick Burgess. I never connected with that character. Overall, apart from Morpheus and Lucifer, I think most of the characters felt hollow and underdeveloped, and some actors also felt underutilized. Warner Brothers has never produced a show this expensive. Why do they do it for Netflix though? I mean, they did Sweet Tooth for Netflix, and now The Sandman, they did Lucifer for Netflix. But I think The Sandman should have gone to HBO Max. They have their own streaming platform. The Sandman could have got a lot of attraction on HBO Max. I don't know if it will do that well on Netflix. I mean, of course, more people subscribe to Netflix, but the audience over there is very different from the audience on HBO Max. Anyways, this show is real expensive. It is clearly visible due to the production values and visual effects. They were pretty good. And there is a hardcore fan base of the Sandman out there. All they had to do was to create the show in such a way that it appeals to the hardcore fans and expand itself into the general audience viewership. I think it might be successful in doing the former, but not the latter. I don't know if general audience will like it. I don't know if they could even tune in. So this thing requires an amazing word of mouth for normal people to tune in to watch it. Let's see how critics react to this. I'm not a hardcore fan and I'm not a completely general audience. I'm someone on the middle ground. And I would say that I had a nice time watching it as a cinephile, but most people are not cinephiles. The Sandman does justice to the source material, at least from the point of view of a casual fan. It is not for everyone. Actually, I think it is not for most people. Fans of the book and the comics and the audiobooks might be pleased, but it needs strong word of mouth as backup, which I'm not sure will be great. The story is good, but drops a lot of exposition, which was reasonable because of the mythology it has to deliver. Some characters are well developed, but many are not, despite its 10 episodes. It has a great style to it, which I really loved. So I would like to give it a 7.8 out of 10. I liked it, but I am suspecting widely varying opinions here. I think there will be a lot of people who will not even care about it, and someone will absolutely love it. So yeah, that's the spectrum of liking a TV show. So thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.